two of us met, we almost immediately recognized what we had in common: a passion for families and a desire to create a thriving family of our own. We spent the first 5 years of our marriage working with under-resourced families through a faith-based nonprofit, setting up kids' clubs in low-income neighborhoods and government housing projects. We had the privilege of being invited into the lives of many families and witnessed both their beauty and their pain. Though we didn't yet have children of our own, our apartment became a place of refuge for the children of parents grappling with addiction, mental illness, sexual trauma, and the lingering effects of displacement and war. Kids would wander over to our apartment on nights when mom or dad were drinking. We hosted family meals with nutritious food, table conversations, and games, trying our best to supplement the warmth, nurture, and safety their families struggled to provide. Perhaps naively, we believed that our time and affection could mitigate the lack of thriving experienced in many of their families, but as these children reached adolescence, the latent effects began to manifest. As teenagers, many of the kids we cared for became parents themselves or ended up in juvenile detention. Several died too early through violence. Our work with children and parents sensitized us to the dynamics present in healthy families that are often absent in families that fail to thrive. On wooden paths along Minnesota lakes, we went for long walks and talked about the kind of family we hoped to create together. We imagined a household of laughter, fun, and deep connections. We wanted an awareness of divine purpose and presence to permeate our lives and shape our decisions. We envisioned doing meaningful work together, using our gifts to serve. We hoped to open our lives to others, especially to those who struggle and suffer. And we desired to live gratefully, creatively, and sustainably. Envisioning the kind of family we wanted to be was a start, but it would take a lifetime to enact. In the early years of our marriage, we thought we were getting traction on the life we'd imagined, but as our 3 children, Haley, Noah, and Isaiah, came along, one after the other over 3 years, life became more complicated. We didn't get an uninterrupted night of sleep for 5 years. That time was a blur of diaper changes, feedings, teething, earaches, and laundry. Before kids, we felt supremely confident about our skills for relating. We'd even done our university studies in family counseling and early childhood education. But living out those skills day to day proved to be much harder. With kids, we felt more pressure about money and career, and the competing demands of work and home revealed our unhealthy patterns for dealing with stress. We became conscious of the gap between the family we wanted to be and the family we actually were. With so many more decisions to make together, it was sometimes difficult to come to an agreement. It began to feel like our hopes, dreams, and ideals for family life were slipping away. Conventional wisdom told us that we should put our deepest dreams on hold in order to provide our kids with the American dream: a safe neighborhood, good schools, and upward mobility. Just before our son Noah was born, we bought our first house. Mark took a job as minister to families at a local church and started graduate school. During those years, Lisa stayed home to care for our children while Mark commuted to work each day. We had a home in the country, a minivan in the garage, and a busy schedule of activities. Life for our growing family was good and stable, but it felt fragmented. We were succeeding in 1 or 2 areas, but found it challenging to make all the parts of life work together. We'd always imagined our family being at the center of a life of shared service and adventure, not segmented like it was. One of the best things we did at that time was stop and reflect. Had we settled for less? Did we like where we were going? Was normal working? What were we teaching our kids by our choices? The ache of these questions put us on a search for a more integrated path for family life. We took the time to explore